Oh.
In a world where hopium and common sense collide, starring the CryptoKeeper and BlockchainCrusader. Welcome to Debate Crypto. Crypto fam, it's your boys, CryptoKeeper and BlockchainCrusader. Guys, listen. Tonight is gonna be hype. You see this T-shirt? Hold on, let me see. You see this? Cardano. Where my ADA gang at? Listen, if you're in the chat and you hold even one ADA, drop a 1 if you hold some ADA. Drop a 2 if you do not. And shame on you if you don't, because if you did, you would have experienced about a 30% pump this week, baby. Let's go. So kicking it off, guys. First of all, welcome to Debate Crypto. Thank you guys very much for being here. As always, Miguel and I truly appreciate you guys continuing to support us. We see a lot of the same people over and over and over in the chat. And we want you to know, like, that's not boring. We love it, right? We appreciate the continued support. That's right. We see you. And just as a reminder, smash the likes if you're in the live stream, or if you're on mobile, just X out of the live chat. It takes 2 seconds, please. That's what tells YouTube that you guys like what's going on. And then just as a little reminder, we are giving away 1 full year of Market Cipher. That's worth like $1,000. You've got to be subscribed to the channel, which is simple. And then, hey, listen, go out on a limb, invest in yourself a little bit, join the Debate Crypto Academy, even if it's just for a month. And I tell you that because I know you're going to stick around for more than a month. We've got Crypto 101 if you just know nothing, all the way up to we have private seminars every single week that go from simple all the way to advanced. We help you set up wallets. We talk through people's portfolios. We don't give financial advice, if you know what I'm saying. And yeah, it's just it's where it's at. So without further ado, Miguelito, what is on the podium this evening? I know I already kind of gave it away, but give me a little bit more.
It's gonna be for all those people out there holding onto those Cardano bags when everybody told you to throw it away because it was trash. Guys, the pump is coming, right? They're releasing a Metaverse. The Sundaeswap is coming this week. Lots of things are finally happening for Cardano. This could be the moment that everybody's been waiting for massive gains in Cardano.
Yeah, drop a 1 in the chat if you're ready for some gains in anything, right? We're about to look at the crypto markets as a whole, and just put a 1 in the chat if you're like, hey, you know what? I'd love it if something on my portfolio could go green, because I know a lot of people have been feeling a little bit of pain here. We need something to be popping. I actually
Cardano's been popping.
Well, you know what? I actually knew, because I've got Cardano. I hold Cardano. And I knew that Bitcoin and ETH and my other assets were all down today. But when I looked at my portfolio, I saw, like, I pay close enough attention that I noticed, like, man, I feel like I should be down more than that. And then I was like, oh, there it is. We've got another nice big pump here from ADA. Look at all the 1s in the chat. I love it. Everybody wants a pump. So let's get right into it. Miguel, if you could pull up my screen, please. We have got coin market cap. We're not talking about trending. We're not talking about the biggest gainers, and we're not talking about recently added. We can wad all those up and put those where we like to put the Shiba hardware, the special Shiba, assets, if you even want to call it that, in the trash. We don't need any
right next to XRP.
No, you're hurting my soul, and everybody in the chat knows that they love XRP. So we got some XRP people in the chat, that's for sure. All right, so Bitcoin down 1.4% to 42.65. ETH down about 3%. BNB down a little bit over 3%. Tether, man, even Tether's down right now, right? But here we go, baby. We got Cardano up 16% today, and now we're up 41.4% on the week. That's why we're getting into this tonight. We are talking Cardano. That's why I got the t-shirt. Let's get it. Solana, XRP, Terra Luna, and then Polkadot rounding out that top 10, all down a few percent. Terra Luna, when you see this bigger drop right here, I believe that's because it has been so successful as of late. It can't just go straight up. I mean, even if you look over, the weekly is up 11.21%. Now, we're going to do something a little bit different today. We know Bitcoin's down. We know what's going on over there. We're actually going to we're gonna do a little TA real quick on Cardano. Who would have guessed that, right? Who would have guessed that? But hey, I want to give it to you anyway. Let's
bring
check
it.
out. Let's see what Market Cipher has to say, right? So look at this. All right, we're on the daily. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 8 days in a row green. We have got lots of the money flow absolutely ripping and running. The VWAP, where like literally everything is where we want it for a project to move up. You want to know the other thing? We have got a large green dot on the daily above where we're at now, which generally says we've still got some room to run.
Really?
So it is and I'm going to get this wrong, so I don't want to say this 100. I'm not. This is the disclosure here is I believe that I'm correct on this, but I think that is the initial. Hey, something's happening, and then we get the momentum wave green dot, and then the confirmation at the bottom. Somebody tell me in the chat if you have Market Cipher and I'm a little bit off on the green dot up above the candlesticks, let me know. But what I can say is everything with the exception of the RSI is incredibly bullish. And the RSI ultimately, let's just face it, Bitcoin's seen this before. Lots of other assets have seen this before. Even though it's at 85 right now, which is just absolutely way overbought, the reality is these assets can stay there for extended periods of time. So I'm really interested to see.
Well, yeah, people gotta realize, right? It just pumped 40% in 7 days. So even if it has a few red days, right, a minor 2 to 3% red days for the next week or so, the RSI will calm down. It'll still be pretty high, maybe in the 130, 140 range for Cardano, and then have another massive move again, right? It's not a parabolic straight upward momentum only. So just to bring that on would just take a few days of maybe 1 to 2% down. It doesn't have
that's a fact.
Drop.
Let's actually jump in here and take a look at what is actually happening here. So we're going to read part of this, not the whole thing, but Cardano token hits 3-week high amid flurry of activity. Okay. So the price of ADA, which is the native cryptocurrency of the Cardano blockchain, surged to a daily high of $1.56. It's actually at $1.62 right now. Its highest point since December 27th, according to CoinGecko. Since then, the token has slightly backtracked, which is not correct. So we're going to skip that because it's actually gone up now. The market cap just over $49 billion. Cardano is currently the industry's 5th most valuable work. The price action flurry of activity around the blockchain, including the launch of Pavia, I think I'm saying that right, the first ever Metaverse project in the Cardano ecosystem, right? So this is a buy the rumor type thing, and it's not even a rumor. We're going to get into it in a minute, but we're on the front end of that Metaverse. The Metaverse seeks to merge virtual, augmented, and physical realities into a unified environment, offering a broad range of features such as gaming, social experiences, non-fungible tokens, and many, many more. Pavia, as stated in the official announcement, comes hot on the heels of similar fast-growing Ethereum-based projects like Decentraland and the Sandbox game. So, Miguelito, is Cardano just trying to emulate something that's been successful elsewhere? Or do you believe that there is going to be a lot of different networks that are able to come up with a successful metaverse? I guess what I'm saying is, do you think that this is just, hey, the cool thing to do right now? Or do you think they're actually going to do something with this?
So there's a little bit of that, right? Everybody wants to be on the hot take and do something, right? What Ethereum NFTs blew up, and then what did all the other networks start doing? NFTs, right? Solana started doing NFTs, and every other, Phantom's trying to do NFTs. Everybody's trying to do NFTs. Tezos is doing NFTs, right? Crow.com is doing NFTs. So that's going to happen, but I think that's not the main focus. I think that was always going to be a thing, right? Cardano has just been really delayed on making things happen. So now it seems like it's just playing catch up, and it kind of really is. And it looks like it's just imitating other projects that what it's doing. But it's not that it wasn't going to initially do it. It just took longer than expected and then other projects beat it to the punch, right? So now they have to make up ground and make it really a thing that stands out to make it seem like they actually have a goal and they're actually going to succeed and they're not just half-assing some type of metaverse. Another thing is almost everyone's going to want to have a metaverse, right? The metaverse thing is going to be just like the altcoin boom, where they say 99% of the altcoins are going to die. I'm sure we're now beginning to see the birth of the metaverses. We're going to see a metaverse on every blockchain, right? Multiple at best, at least multiple on each blockchain. And the majority of them are probably going to die. In reality, there's only going to be one metaverse that actually really exists, and it's going to be a collaboration of multiple metaverses that can all connect to each other and become one big metaverse. But this is just the beginning. So we are just seeing the beginning of metaverses being born on all the blockchains.
I think it's going to be interesting, man. This metaverse thing, right? It's like, how does that interoperability look? Right? Let's just say with Decentraland, are you standing there, playing a game at a casino, and then you turn around and you jump on basically what ultimately is a warp, you know what I mean? Like a meta jump elevator where you get on the elevator and you can choose, which metaverse you want to jump into. I think it'll be really interesting to see how that plays out, because the reality is, let's look at it from this standpoint. YouTube wants us as creators, we were talking about this earlier today, they want us to keep people on their platform. So I'm interested to see, like, how are they going to play? Like, are they going to play well with others? You know what I'm saying? Like, because the reality is, what would be the incentive for people for Sandbox to send people over to Decentraland, for Pavia to send people over to Sandbox? Because ultimately, what if someone else has a better product? Like, do you believe they're going to have to do that because the market is going to call for it? Or why do you think that we'll be able to connect the dots there?
I think the reason why they need to connect the dots is because if you have to have, the biggest problem now is that we need to have different wallets, right? Need to have an Ethereum wallet, we need to have a Cardano wallet, and then we need to have our wallets connected to these sites to then be able to join these metaverses, right? And then you have a character here, and maybe you have some NFTs here onto this character, but then you want to have, then you have another character in Decentraland with other NFTs, and you're like, man, I really wish these wearable NFTs I had over here in Decentraland, I could wear them over here in Cardano when I was over here in the Cardano metaverse, right? So the market will call for, hey, I want to have just one wallet where I have all my NFTs at, right? One character that I can plot in whatever metaverse I want, and they're all still work. They're all still in their own blockchains, but they're all connected. They can bridge between each other without a problem. And the reason why this will Sandbox, right, would be like, why would I want to connect to Cardano? Well, it's because Cardano is going to have people that Sandbox doesn't have, and Sandbox is going to have people that Cardano doesn't have. So it's going to be a mutual beneficial relationship for both to be able to join. And if they try to compete at that level where they're just like, well, no, and I'm just going to have my people and you're going to have your people, you're honestly just limiting yourself and exiling yourself from the rest of the community of the metaverse. Because the metaverse, when you see Player Ready 1, what do you see? A million different worlds all inside of one of them, and people can jump around all of them. So I think that is what the market is going to want.
Yeah, no, I could see that. Essentially, people are going to say, "Hey, I want a piece of everything," and it's kind of like it would kind of like be like us not bringing anyone onto our channel, or someone else not having us on their channel. Like, oh, we don't want to bring anybody else on because that's competition or whatever. Whereas ultimately, what it can be is, hey, let's grow together. I think that's really interesting. I was actually looking in the chat. I want to point a couple things out here real quick. First of all, chat, just so you guys know, if you want to make sure something gets seen and you want to support the channel, super chats are on. We appreciate all the chats, but I'm just letting you guys know if you just really want to make sure we see something, we are trying our best, but just want to tell you those are on. So Sean says, ADA is my wife's favorite. She got excited today when it made a big move up. I quickly set up a portfolio on Delta with ADA missing and told her I sold all of our ADA last week. She's still mad. So first of all, Sean, I'm jealous that your wife knows what Cardano is, okay, on a basic fundamental level. Secondly, that she actually cared. right? My wife, the only thing she cares about is, hey, are the wallets getting more and more full? Are they getting bigger? Do we have larger amounts of funding in said wallets? So I think it's really cool, and that's funny that you did that. I am definitely I'm on board with it, man. I love playing games with my wife too. And then where was it? Okay, so I think it was Danny. Yeah, Danny said, and Danny, I'm with you here, bro, because I did the same thing. I bought some more Cardano at $1.21 recently. Danny said, I kept buying ADA as people made fun of it. Yep. And the reality is, hey, we do have this. Listen, so like James was talking about it. James, good to see you tonight, brother. He says, I traded all my ADA a while back. Somebody else said, sold all my ADA. Who was this? This is Mike, said sold all my ADA a long time ago. Here's a lesson that I want you guys to try to learn. Now, before I say this, I also want to clarify. You can absolutely be wrong about holding an asset all the way down to the ground, right? You can absolutely be wrong. But we always talk to you about believing in projects that you invest in, and then that allows you to hold through some of the turmoil, some of the volatility, some of the chaos. This would be a great example. Cardano is frustrating for a lot of people because Charles Hoskinson seems to be such a perfectionist. He doesn't care how long it takes. He wants, when he releases something, for things to be right. And so a lot of people in the crypto space are like, heck no, I want to hear that stuff is rolling out, rocking. I can get into it. I can mess around with it. They want that action. And I think that that's just not where Charles' mind is. And we're going to get into here in a couple minutes, Pavia and Sundaeswap and the Navi wallet and all that. But I do see a lot of
people don't understand, right?
Frustrated, and they don't have the patience to hold.
It's because people don't understand what code development takes.
Looks like.
Yeah, not just what it looks like. I can show it to you, and you'll be like, okay, but shouldn't take that long though, right? And it's like it's very complex, and at the level of that we're playing at here with billions of dollars on the line, right? Cardano's worth like 40 something billion right now. Mm-hmm. It's billions of dollars on the line. You can't just make an update and screw it all up, right? You're competing for something. Charles Hoskin is not looking at the price today or tomorrow or at the end of this year or even at the end of this decade. He doesn't care what the price is between now and 2030. He just is thinking in the next 20 years, where's Cardano going to be, right? What is it going to take for Cardano to still be around 20 years from now? What's going to make people happy tomorrow? And at the end of the day, the problem is that in the crypto space, everyone is extremely spoiled. All they hear about is how people made 1,000x and they got rich overnight and now they don't have to work anymore. One person sold one NFT for $1 million and they don't got to work anymore, and they want to do the same thing. They want to buy one project, put in $5, and tomorrow say, hey, I'm retired now. I made $1 million. Is Cardano going to be that project for me? Oh, no, Cardano's way too slow. It's taking too long. Cardano's was 2 cents a year and a half ago, guys. 2020. 2 years ago, whatever, or a year and a half. 2 cents, 2 pennies. And we went all the way up to $3. You could have made millions of dollars if you would have invested.
150x'd. And people are, I mean, right now we're at 2 cents. We're at 2 cents to $1.60. So we 80x'd, and people are like, do
some Rain Man math for me. How much would you need to invest at 2 cents so that when it hit $3, you would have $1 million?
You would have had to invest about $6,500.
6,500. $6,500.
That's it.
That tells me if you said, man, that's a lot of money. Well, let's cut that in half. Half of that is $3,250, and you would have had $500,000 with a $3,200 investment.
Yep.
Half of that, you would have had $250,000. That means 1,700 or something. Thousands.
Dude, you're right, and where you're headed with that is like these projects. You're still so freaking early, and a lot of these projects, and it's one of those risk reward things I talked about in a video earlier today. That risk is part of the inherent risk is part of the crypto space. Okay, so you have to understand that. Then you have to offset how much risk am I willing to take on. And I will say, I still kick myself. I don't do the, hey, I'm kicking myself because I didn't do this, that, or the third. I still do have a problem though. I wanted to buy Cardano at 2 cents, right? Like I literally wanted to buy it, and buy at that point. It was Binance was holding me up on verifications. They were taking freaking forever, and I didn't have anywhere else, at least that I knew of at the time, to buy it. And so I literally kind of forgot about it, right? I still ended up buying, I still ended up doing well with it, and I've still got some now, obviously, but I saw it as a possibility, right? And I understand that, taking $6,500 and just tossing it into a project for most people is not a realistic, thing. But is putting $100 a paycheck and doing that over the course of a year, is that a thing, right? Could that happen if you get paid weekly and you're like, you know what, I'll put $100 in over the course of the year? You've dollar cost averaged $5,200 into a project. Like for most people, for a lot of people, I should say, that could be a reality. And I think that's where we get so caught up on all the cash, infusion right now. It doesn't need to be.
Yep.
It does not need to be. We can do it over time. That's that patience that we talk about all the time.
Man. And Cardano wasn't at 2 cents for like 2 days. It was at 2 cents for months.
Yes.
For months. Forever and ever and ever. Right.
Yep.
And it's like you could have put in $1,000 and divided that up into payments of like, $200. You would have had $1,000 with $1,000 of Cardano at an average of 2 cents. You would have had just a little bit.
150K. Yeah.
150K. Boom.
Yeah.
150K holding it for a year.
I want to say James said, I can only imagine a 2 cent Cardano. But you want to know the really cool thing, James? There's projects that are sitting in your lap right now, right in front of you, like solid projects. I'll give you one in my estimation. Crypto.com, 40 something cents right now. I can all but guarantee you that is going to be a $15 to $30 asset in the next few years. Like it's going to be. I don't think it's a question of if, it's a question of when. And so what I want to throw out there is those opportunities will start to go away as we get larger and larger and larger and farther into crypto space. But the reality is, this is why we talk about in the academy, education. We talk about it here too, education, right? We want you to be educated so that you can ultimately make good decisions and look at a project and say, hey, this is one I need to be in. And I think all too often people don't know what to look for. I mean, shoot, Miguel, one of the videos in the academy is on how to research projects. And that seems like something really simple, but I remember that being like almost a 2-hour long seminar. That was a long seminar. I remember that.
Lots of hours.
It's because there's so much that can be done that will help you be successful in researching projects. And it is all about that.
All right, so let's get to it. Let's get the people what they want, right? They want to see Pavia.
Give the people what they want. They want to see Pavia. Now, guys, don't get too excited here, okay? But let me pull it. Let me pull it up here. Don't get too excited. Oh, we've got a roadmap. I knew you guys knew it was coming, right? But hey, okay. So here's the deal. Let me start off the top. Pavia, create, explore, and trade in the first ever Cardano virtual world owned by its users. First of all, if they make avatars look like this, I'm down, bro. Those are pretty dope avatars.
Dude, they look like Sims, bro.
I know, but I think they're cool looking, man. They're like hipster, like freaking cool ass avatars, right? And the lady over here, I mean, and maybe see what she's doing later, right? We go to a little dinner in the metaverse, right? But yeah, so drop a one in the chat if you think that this is going to succeed. Drop a 2 in the chat if you think this is all hype. So let me know. I want to see that in the chat. But ultimately, they had a bunch of land that went out. And it talks about a little bit of the Pavia Metaverse, the land sale tokens that are sold out, right? And there are still a few land sales, but they're incredibly expensive. But Rico Suave right here could probably afford it, right? Yeah, so those are just about sold out. But here's the roadmap. I'm just going to touch on a couple things. Q1 2022, that's right now. Liquidity addition to Cardano dexes and exploration of cross-chain liquidity. Guess what? Sundaeswap, which we're about to show in just a minute, is that Cardano DEX. That is that Cardano decentralized exchange, right? Then Q1 2022, working parties from the Pavia community for on-platform assets, gamification, and more. And then we move forward farther and farther into the roadmap. So I know that was kind of a little bit of a melodramatic, showing there because I don't have anything to show you other than, and I know what people in the chat are going to say. They're going to say, oh, that's just like Cardano. Just like, let us like see a roadmap and it'll maybe happen at some point. Listen, I get it. I do. I get it. But would you rather see a roadmap of something that ultimately takes some time to put together, but that works? Or have something that just boom, throw it out there and have garbage, right? Putting some time into things makes, like, practice makes perfect. Things get better. I think everyone in here that has followed Miguel and I since the beginning would agree that these live streams are better now than they were when we first started, right? Because we've been investing more time. We've been doing them more often. We ultimately are more and more comfortable with it. It's the same thing. And Miguel, you could speak to this better than I can, but it's the same thing with developing some of these projects. There's work that goes into this to make it actually work. Right?
The problem is that the same people that complain about Cardano not having anything and complain about this or that when it comes to Cardano and how slow it's been, it's not because they actually care about the product that Cardano's creating, right? They don't care about the metaverse, because I bet you money that more than half of those people won't be on the Cardano metaverse, right? They're not going to be using anything that these projects even create. They just want something to make the price move. Do something, whatever that is, to catch some headlines and make the price pump for me. Then I love Cardano. Oh yeah, what they're doing is amazing. But are they using it? No. Most of the time, people don't use it. Oh yeah, I love Mana. How many people are actually playing on Decentraland? Very few compared to the amount of people that are chasing the pump from Mana. Same thing with Sandbox. Same thing with a lot of the other metaverses. They just want something to move the price. They don't really care about the product. And that's not the way to see it, right? People just are blinded by greed.
Yeah, I'm with you. I wanted to just show just real quick some of a little bit of the graphics they got going on here. Welcome to the Cardano Metaverse. As a landowner of any size, your journey into the future starts here. All that you need is 150,000 Cardano. No big deal, right? No, I think that it
wasn't a big deal when it was at 2 cents. It's a big deal now.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I mean, you'd still have $3,000 into it or whatever, but still, yeah. I totally agree with you. Right? It's a lot now, though, is what it is. And a lot of times when people see those, though, they see these sales and they're like, man, only the rich get richer. Well, not exactly, because of what Miguel just said. A lot of these were structured, long ago when the prices were way, way down. And it's like some of that, those first investors, those people that got in initially, that bought coins at 2 cents, 3 cents, 5 cents, 10 cents, or whatever, are the ones that are able to benefit from it, because they're buying it in the native currency, which is obviously ADA. So check this out. So the other part of why Cardano is pumping this week, and
finally the Sundaeswap, everybody gets to eat their ice cream. People have been dying for their ice cream, bro.
That's right. Everybody's been waiting for this. I've been hearing people complain about this a lot, but let's check this out. I'm going to show you Sundaeswap, which ultimately, if you've never seen a decentralized exchange, well, here you go, right? And this is actually the beta. This is the test net or whatever. So when I connected my wallet, I had to, sorry, I put that on dark mode.
Nice, when I made it nice and manly.
Yeah, that's right. You gotta.
It went from peach fuzz.
Hey, that dark mode put hair on your chest, boy. Gotta get that switched over there, boy. but yeah, so ultimately here it's just a decentralized exchange, guys. There's nothing special going on here. I will say, I think that one of the big things that we'll see, look, so it literally looks just like Uniswap, right? I'll be interested to see, right? I will be super interested to see what this looks like as it relates to fees and making some of these swaps. I'm just interested. I don't think it's going to be crazy. I would just be interested to see what this looks like, how many trading pairs they're going to have, what kind of liquidity is going to be involved in here. Cardano
the
actually
APYs are going to be like too for staking.
Yeah, for sure. I totally agree with you. And the Cardano has one of the biggest, most faithful followings of any of these projects around, and so I think there will be a lot going on here. Let me show you another thing here real quick.
Just want to quickly say, James, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate it, man. Thank you for supporting the channel.
We appreciate you, bro. Hey, listen, and James, just to support the channel, man. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Thank you. Let me show you. I think I can show you I think I can pull the wallet. Tell me can you see my wallet when I pull this Nami extension out here? Can you see that? I literally have nothing in it. Can you see it?
You're not sharing your screen.
Oh, that might help.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I think it's just a window. I don't know if it's going to let me do this. Let me see here. Yeah, it's not. That's all right. I can't show it without showing everything, and I can't.
Not everything. We're not that kind. We're not that kind of channel.
Right. Not that kind of channel, guys. You don't want to get too deep over here into the computer. But yeah, the Nami wallet, guys. And one of the cool things that another thing I just want to touch on is Cardano NFTs. Okay, Cardano NFTs are out. They're hot. They're popping. And I'll tell you what, DZ the other day last week on Around the Blockchain, told me, he said, Nick, you need to be checking out these NFTs. And they actually threw a couple of them at me. I'm pulling it up right now and showing you. They threw a couple of these at me and said, hey, you should get into this, that, the third. And I didn't. And one of them that he was telling me to get into, my screen shared, right? Yeah.
Yep.
One of them that he told me to get into actually was, I think the floor price at the time was somewhere around 100 ADA, which was like, $125 at the time. And I think the floor price last I checked was like 1,000. And I was like, daggone it, man. But listen, all the cool things that you see on, OpenSea and whatnot, right? Are going to be over here. And I think these are going to be big. Look, so they've got ADA punks, right? Which is ultimately a copy from CryptoPunks, but some of these have been doing really well. I mean, now this one you can buy for 11,000 ADA, right?
Wow.
And the Nami wallet, which is what I was getting at, the Nami wallet, right? There's another wallet, the Uori, I think is how you say it, is also another one. But this Nami wallet is supposed to be pretty dope because ultimately you can save, you can hold all, not just do all your Cardano transactions on there, but you can also hold all your NFTs in there. And I've heard that the setup on it, you can literally see all your NFTs right there. It's pretty dope. Yeah.
Dope,
hey, Sandman, thank you very much for the super chat, guys. It's channel support. Thank you. Let's see here. Check out what Bobby's saying. DCA will be a community token to keep the debate crypto going. We need to build the token on the Shiba network. So this is Bobby. She's in the Debate Crypto Academy. Bobby likes long walks on the beach. She enjoys, Bobby, quit trolling me.
Bobby, the problem is that you didn't say, hey, let's do it on the XRP network. Then Nick would be all over it.
Right. That's right. Then I would have been doing cartwheels. But hey, if we would have done it on XRP, it would have been lightning fast. Lightning.
And just a bigger pile of trash.
So check this out. This is a great question. Sandman says, better to wait a month to buy the Sunday token. Miguel, thoughts? So it comes out Thursday. Thursday is well.
There's going to be a lot of volatility in the market, right? When it comes out, it's going to pump. Cardano might pump. people are going to be all over it. They want to get in, but then they're going to dump right after because, like I've just been saying this whole stream, people are just in it for the quick flip. They're just in it for the money. They don't care about Sundaeswap. They don't care about the Cardano NFTs. They just want to make money, get in, get out. So if you're actually expecting to be holding this for a long period of time, and you're going to be a long dollar cost average investor into this because you see its value in the next couple of years, right? Maybe you should wait a little while to see what it's like. Well, the market volatility as it gets launched. But that at the end of the day, that's not financial advice. I'm not telling you what to do because anything can happen. It could pump when it comes out and just keep on pumping for the next 6 months, and we'll never see the prices it was at. I'm like, man, I should have bought, but I was waiting because you told me to wait. So don't listen to me because I don't know shit about shit.
Well, you're right though, Miguel, because sometimes it'll be priced in, right? And so we know that it's coming, that it's going to release and it's going to be out on Thursday, and it'll get priced in, and that's part of this huge pump, and then it will dump on them. That's why a lot of times you'll hear people say, buy the rumor, sell the news. The rumor, which is actually a fact, is that Sundaeswap's coming out. They've got this metaverse coming, right? And so all of a sudden it starts pumping because people are anticipating that. And then when it actually happens, they sell because they've had this huge run up. That's just how investing works. That's how insider trading works as well, where somebody will be like, hey, X, Y, and Z is going on, food for thought, right? And ultimately, some people will hear about what's happening. They'll buy it up. Boom, it gets released. It pumps, and then it will dump on that news.
That's right, Bobby. Great minds think alike. And we also have
Bobby. I never thought you were stupid. Why would she say that?
What?
Why would she say that she's stupid? That's not nice.
I see what you're doing there. And Patricio,
Bobby, don't degrade yourself like that, Bobby. That's just the thing. You got to think better of yourself,
guys. The boomer hasn't been taking his medication, so you can see his mind is slipping a little bit. Bye-bye to Neptune. Dude, I think that thing's still pumping.
Is it really?
I believe so. I looked at it the other day, and it was still up. It was still up, bro.
Boss Cat Rocket Club. Let me see if I can look this one up real quick.
Boss Cat Rocket Club.
Yeah, let me look this up. Hold on.
What? Best cat NFT? Oh, Cardano.
Boss
Cardano NFT.
Rocket Club.
Oh, dude, I have heard of these things. I think at least something cat related.
You pull up my screen. You got it.
Yeah. Something cat related.
These things are rocking and rolling. Look at these. 5K. 2290, 2800, and God, Miguel, it still bothers me though, dude. It doesn't bother me because it's ADA, bro. It's ADA. It's easy to get that much of ADA and then get rid of it, right? But dude, when you're talking about ETH, bro, people spend like hundreds of ETH on the ape NFTs and on the freaking crypto punks. I'm like, are you kidding me, bro? You guys are spending hundreds of thousands of dollars, hundreds and hundreds of ETH on these dumbass. This is my Boss Cat Rocket Club right here. Look at this. He loves Jesus, right?
Buy it. Buy it right now.
He's a freaking Marine, right? And we're on the same wavelength here, dog. Except for you're kind of looking down, like you're sad. Never sad. Always, always, always stand strong, baby. Yeah. So at any event, these are a little bit more than I anticipated, but super cool. I mean, it's like a lot of the other projects, man. It's the one that caught the hype. It's the one that just is like it's the thing. It's one of those to get into. And yeah, I mean, it is.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be NFTs on all the different blockchains, and they're all going to do the same thing, right? They're all going to either build some type of derivative of another like CryptoPunk or another Bored Ape Yacht Club, and tomatoes, potatoes.
Bobby's getting violent with you now, dude. She's smacking you, right? I'm going to disregard the fact that it says to Nick a couple of comments down. But
yeah, I was going to say that is definitely not towards me because I'm awesome.
Smack is coming your way, brother. Hold on. What's this real quick? Are we doing a price prediction on Cardano here? $7.40.
What do you think Cardano's going to hit? What do you think Cardano's going
Man,
to do?
I had been saying, and I guess I won't back off of it because I still could. Here's the deal: if Bitcoin gets anywhere near 100K, that's the caveat. If Bitcoin gets anywhere near 100K, we're going to be $5 to $8. I think personally, we're going to be closer to the $5 range. I just, man,
Dude, only
what?
only? That's like
I mean,
a 4x, bro.
right, just because you're
Ew.
being that
Why?
snobby freaking
Why?
crypto
Why
investor
would I
right
put my
now.
money into something that's only
I
4x? That's
know,
disgusting, bro. Well, that's a
I
waste of
know,
time.
I know.
If I'm not buying Shiba and getting 1,000x in the next 2 days, I'm not doing it.
I know. That's it. Period. I'm out. Sandman says, do you help instruct how to work the NFT world? So actually part of what we're doing as we, and this is something that we're waiting for a couple of games to come out that have NFT stuff going on. So the short answer is yes, I literally have done, and Miguel has done everything
I
from
bought plenty of NFTs, guys. I bought plenty of NFTs, and
Miguel
I've
definitely
sold
bought plenty of
NFTs, but I
NFTs.
don't talk about it.
We've got NFTs. Yes, we do. We buy them, sell them. We can teach you how to mint NFTs, how to move them around, what that looks like. So the answer is yes, and we do literally everything from. I mean, I helped one of our members set up a hardware wallet. I've talked about it a couple of times on the way to Target, but I think it's just it's something that we try to make personal. Like if you need us, we try to make ourselves available as much as we can for you. So yeah, debatecrypto.academy. Check us out. The information's down below down below in the information as well. Garrus thinks we've got as high as $9 to go. I pushed the wrong one. 88 is $34 in pesos mexicanos. I actually meant to push this one. But yeah, 34 pesos for sure. Sean, thank you very much. What's up with everybody just tossing love tonight? I mean,
I appreciate it.
I appreciate it. We appreciate it.
Throw a comment in there. Throw a comment in there along
with
the super chat. We greatly, greatly appreciate it, guys.
Crypto fan, you guys are always too good to us.
Yeah, man. I mean, NFT trading is fun, right? I know I've done it. I haven't done it in a long time. So buying some and flipping some, they're fun.
Do we want to do a quick check in while you're keep talking? I'll pull up the Red Village real quic. We'll do a quick check in on our.
Oh yeah, go ahead, go ahead and do that. Yeah. So yeah, I haven't really been buying and flipping NFTs since like August. In August, I did buy and flip a few Apes 3D. That's one of my favorite NFTs. It's super low key. It's only 1,000 of them. And the floor price isn't really that high. I think it's like 0.18 right now. But it has a ton of utility. Like this little ape can dance, can fight, can do whatever animation you want to make it do. And dude, I made one. You saw it on TikTok. It was literally fighting a little Donald Trump.
It is cool. I'll give it to you.
It was fun, bro. It was fun using that thing. And people have made some pretty dope videos. They've gotten like a bunch of apes together, and they've made some dope videos with it.
Yeah, I ultimately think that it's pretty cool. I will give it to you. So here, let me pull this up here real quick. So check this out. So Miguel and I tell you just a quick backstory because there is, what is it, Miguel, on January 23rd, 24th?
24th or 26th, I believe it is. One of those.
Okay, so the next, so these are so check this out. So this is the Red Village. Oh, the floor price has actually gone down. It was up to 0.6. It's at 0.46 right now. But ultimately, this is the Red Village champions, and they have all of these warriors, right? And what you do is you buy originally this blood portal right here, right? This is a blood portal, and the blood portal opens 3 days later, and it gives you a warrior. So we paid 0.1 for this blood portal plus gas fee, and we got this and then a warrior. And actually we bought 2 blood portals and got 2 warriors, right? Check this out. This is down right now, but just kind of for an idea, we paid 0.1. They're at 0.27. So we were at 0.23x our money there, right? And then we've got 0.2 all in, right? And then on so the floor price went down, but I had an offer on Oswin Reed that was just the other day that was 0.46 or 0.47. But right now we have an offer right now for 0.37. So we're almost 4 times our money there. Literally, we've got well over almost two ETH an ETH and a half, 1.6 right now.
Yeah, based out of a 0.2 ETH investment.
Yeah. I like NFTs, and I think that this next one, like this next round, I think Miguel and I are going to try to get into these again, because ultimately you fight these characters, right? You can mix their blood and do like half bloods and like breed them,
yeah, breed them to
and
make
you
new
can
champions.
basically you're a way to kind of creatively stake is by breeding them. So you're holding it, and then other people ultimately utilize your
they utilize your champion to breed with their champion to create a new champion, right? And then you have a whole new champion. You can either sell it, fight it, whatever. It's kind of has the same game model as Zed Run, but it has to do with like kind of a gladiator type warriors fighting instead of horses. You fight them and you breed them, and you can make money on a lot of different ways, whether it's to winning fights or getting paid to have your champion bred with. And yes, somebody asked
Mike.
go ahead.
Mike, I love the creativity, brother. I'm with it, bro. Do your thing, right? We talked. Hey, listen, we talked about hey, do your thing, bro.
We got a whitelist spot on the next drop that's happening, right? On they're dropping the next generation, the Mystics, which is going to be the second highest bloodline out there. We got white spots whitelisted already because we got in on the first one. So we will be buying some. So,
yeah.
We might resell some of them, Patricio was saying something here. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, you can check it out. But Sandman, real quick, yes, I did hear that OpenSea was talking about doing an IPO. Yeah. I don't think that's going to change anything. Just kind of as
just like Coinbase IPO.
Yeah, it's not going to change anything for you. It's not going to change anything for me. But I did hear that they were doing that. Yes, I did. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. So boom, boom, boom. I got to get in on this debate academy. Then yeah. Dude, Sandman, do your thing, man. We would love to have you for real. And ultimately,
the link is in the bio.
The link's in the bio every Sunday.
Video.
Every Sunday we do seminars. You are also signing up for the ability to possibly win a full year free of Market Cipher, which is worth like $1,000, which is pretty freaking cool. And hey, the coolest part is I love the community, dude. I really do. I'm not just saying that because there's people in here. I really do love the community. You guys keep me on my toes, right? We get to interact with you throughout the week. We love you guys. We appreciate you. So, all right. So Miguel, we got anything else before we wrap up this evening?
If I can get to the comment I've been trying to get to this whole time without you cutting me off, I'd appreciate it. It was right over here. Patricio, says you got one of the first generations, right? Yeah, we did. We got the Genesis bloodline, which is the rarest bloodline. The next bloodline that's coming out this week, or this month, I should say, not this week, is the Mystic, which was going to be the second, and then there's going to be, I think, 3 more after that. There's going to be about, I think, 5 different bloodlines. So we are in the Genesis bloodline, which is the rarest right now. Obviously it says 100% have this trait, and that's because they're the only ones released up to this point. That number will get smaller and smaller as they get the other bloodlines come out.
Yeah, I'm super excited about the game as it actually drops. I think once the game actually comes out, it's going to be fantastic. Crypto fam, do us a favor, real quick, take a half a second, smash the like for us. That tells YouTube that you love what we got going on. Hopefully you guys got something out of the stream tonight. We talked a lot about Cardano. If you are into Cardano, once again, let's finish off strong with a nice little bit of a drum roll here. Smash those ones if you love Cardano. Smash the ones if you believe in Cardano. And hey, if you don't, well, then smash a 2. Because we want you guys to blow up the chat. It definitely helps us here and helps us continue to grow. Thank you guys for all the love. James says, great show, guys. James, it is always good to see you, brother. We appreciate each and every one of you guys. And if nobody's told you before today, we love you. We appreciate each and every one of you. And until next time, hodl.
Like it's hot.
So Miguel is muted. Let's try this again. Okay. So if
I almost hit end stream.
We love you. Until next time, hodl.
Like it's hot.